All right, some other ideas here to improve your website. This is the time to either take a look at it yourself, or a lot of our clients, we encourage to hire someone else or utilize someone else that has never seen the website and have them walk through like a consumer user experience. So a couple things to keep in mind here. Easy navigation. Can visitors find your best-selling products with just a few clicks? Have your little test person test how many clicks does it take to get from the home page to a specific products. Are your drop-down menus easy to use? One of the things I see that's kind of a pet peeve of mine is these drop-down menus. They're like a flyout, and when you try to mouse over the flyout, the whole choice flies away, it disappears. So test that for your website. And if you're having a problem for people to target the exact navigation, then think about restructuring that to a different type of navigation. Search. If you don't have search, put that on your website. There's a lot of third-party apps you can integrate, but most days, any website design program is going to have search functionality integrated. Are your search results relevant to the query that the person is using? Do you have search suggestions enabled? And have you tested your search box? I think a lot of clients throw up the search box and then they go on their way. And when we come along and do audits, we type in, typical keywords, and then we're like, well, I typed in, something really common and it didn't return a result. Oh, I had no idea. Well, that's because they never tested it. So go ahead and plug in a couple of different search keywords for your product or your brand and see if they actually come up. Just remember, if people are not getting the search results that they're looking for, you are not going to get a second chance. People are going to go right back to Google and look for something different, or they're going to go to your competitors. So, search is super important to get right. Your checkout process should be quick and easy. Again, we don't want to see a whole lot of steps. We want to make sure that there is what's called a seamless checkout experience. We recommend that you just have one checkout page and not multiple steps with multiple pages to get to the final product where you click buy. Also make sure that you've got several easy payment options for your customers. Next, you can improve your website with abandoned cart notifications. We know that there's a lot of reasons why somebody might leave your website with a full shopping cart. So an abandoned cart notification is going to send them what's called a push notification to remind them that they've left things in their products. And I'm sure if you've shopped from some of the bigger retailers, then you're already familiar with this. We see that abandoned cart notifications have between double and sometimes triple the click-through rate of targeted email. All right, third-party integrations. This is something like, for example, Google AdWords or Google Maps integrations. I would say make sure they're all up to date. Do an update if you haven't in a long time, and make sure that they're loading fully, and also make sure that they're really important, because if they're not absolutely necessary, I'd say Google AdWords is a good example of that. You might want to remove them or put them on pause so that your page does load a lot faster. The About Us page. This, I will admit, is one of my kryptonite marketing tools. I really hate it when I go and see somebody's About Us page that is lacking all the different components that I think are important. And those would be, for example, one of the things that's most commonly overlooked, you'd be shocked to learn, is the name of the person that owns the business. So make sure your first name, your last name, and a photograph of yourself and or your staff is on your About Us page. And then I always love to see a little bit of story. We're in the era of storytelling, marketing, and if you miss that opportunity to tell people why you started your business, what inspired you to create these products, then you're missing that opportunity to really connect and engage with your customers. So utilize that About Us page. And then lastly, I mentioned accessibility. This has really been in the news a lot lately. And we need to keep in mind that some users are going to have access issues. They might have disabilities, impairments. or other impairments that do make it difficult for them to use your website. So at the very least, you can use, for example, alt tags to write in text that describes what your images are about. That's picked up by a screen reader for your visually impaired customers, for example. I wanted to give you this quick link. You can click over here and see a top 10 changes that you can make to your website to make it more accessible to a lot of different groups, because some people just don't even know where to go to test the accessibility of their site.